everybody. I am Ronnie.
I'm Teresa.
And we are the Traveling Gilberts. Coming at you again with one of these, this off-the-wall video. It's kind of crazy, kind of weird, kind of sweet.
It's very sweet.
Very sweet.
Very sweet.
Sweet. As you can tell, there's a lot of candy bars here. On our travels, on everybody's travels. Everybody stops off at Walmart for what? Treats. They want treats.
Treats.
And we noticed that Walmart is getting into the candy bar game. Ooh, they getting. Is it ripoff? Is it a ripoff?
I don't know.
Oh, we're gonna see. You know, we got Kit Kat, and we got Tit for Tat, or crispy wafers. This is what it's called.
I like Tit for Tat better.
Tit for Tat, Milky Way, and
Ronnie's Way?
I guess maybe. We got Snickers and maybe Laughable. I don't know. Snickers, Laughable, Three Musketeers. How many tears? Maybe. I don't know. And Twix and
I don't know.
I almost set up something dirty. But anyway, we
Twix and Sticks.
Twix and Sticks. That sounds good. So we're going to give a little taste test here. And the thing is, regular candy bars like this are $1.24 at Walmart. The knockoff brand,
88 cents.
88 cents. They're all 88 cents. Now, Milky Way and this Three Musketeers, they don't
find small
They
ones.
couldn't find the small ones. These are like the double, you know, and these are like $2.24. But
He could have got a big one in the Twix or the Snickers.
well, they're bigger than a half.
I mean, you had to do these.
I did. Well, that's what it is. So we're fixing to start. Where you want to start? Where do you want to start?
I'm going to start with the Three Musketeer.
Let's start with.
We're going to do it at the same time? Or
No,
we're going to each try one?
Sure.
So I guess we're going to try what we think is the best.
We'll open them up and give a little visual of what they might look like, or if they look anything like it. Of course, this one's going to be a little longer,
That
but
one looks like a lighter chocolate.
you can smell the chocolate on this.
Can this one too?
I don't know if y'all can see that. We got a.
Has Three Musketeers always been like this on top? I don't recall. It seems like it was smooth.
I thought it was smooth.
Me
I don't
too.
even think it was like this one.
Because you like eat the, you know how you eat a Three Musketeer? You eat the sides off?
Yeah, let's set them on the plate. Let me show y'all up close what this looks like. All right, now there you have it. This is the regular Three Musketeers. That's the knockoff on the other side. And we can't really go by size because there's two of these Three Musketeers in the big bar. There they are. One's a little lighter, one's a little darker.
Let's eat.
All right, cut into these things. Let's get a little cross section.
Cut into it.
Cut in.
Oh, man.
Cut, and then you can bite the other end. Let's just get a little cross section and see what it looks like.
Okay.
All right.
There's B1, there's U1.
All right. Let's see what the insides look like, basically.
Regular, knockoff.
All right, they are definitely different.
So,
All right, so we are going to taste them. Now, this is the regular,
the Three Musketeer.
the original Three Musketeer bar.
Three Musketeer's not my favorite though.
Tastes like a Three Musketeer bar. Hadn't changed a whole lot from your childhood. It used to be a little lighter.
I'm gonna need some milk.
We're gonna need something.
Okay.
All right, now here is the knockoff.
It's great value.
What did they call it? They called it a fluffy nougat bar. Chocolate's not as good. But the inside seems more fluffy like the old Three Musketeers used to be, but the flavor's not as good. But the texture of it is fine. The texture of the nougat part is really good.
This is the winner.
Yeah, but Three Musketeers, I would go with Three Musketeers.
This is the winner.
But like I said, that nougat was a little light. I like the way it was kind of a lighter texture. So, but the chocolate not as good. And that's what you want in a candy bar. You want good chocolate. All right, we had to take a little time out because we needed some little something, milk.
Yeah. Got to cleanse your palate. We didn't have no ginger, so.
All right, so what is next, baby?
Let's stick with the nougat. Let's do Milky Way.
Milky Way. All
Milky
right.
Way versus caramel and nougat bar.
Caramel and nougat. All right, let's see what's up.
This is a
And I'm wondering, did they do the all the chocolates the same, or did they change chocolates, or are they kind of just doing them all the same? You know,
no.
whatever. And you're doing Milky Way. At least Milky Way. Milky Way is a good bar. And what is your favorite candy bar? Hey, put that down in the comments.
Yeah, what
you
do
know
you
they
like?
didn't. You notice they didn't mess around with no peanut butter cups or nothing.
Because you can't mess with that.
No, you can't mess with
I mean,
certain things.
they have peanut butter cups, so everybody makes them, but they're not the same as the Reese's. All right. This is the Milky Way.
This one looked just like the other one.
It does.
It's got the same design on top.
And that is the caramel and nougat.
This is the knockoff. This is the
The
Milky
Great
Way.
Value caramel and nougat.
And like I said, the size, we can't go by these size because that was the king size, the little 2 bars. So we're going to see what this is about. A little thinner. But from now on, these, we're going to check size and everything.
All right. So this is the Great Value.
All right.
And this is the Milky Way. And it's the same thing. It's lighter on the inside. They're pretty close on the outside. Milky Way may be a little bit lighter. Don't you think?
All right, let's get a close-up view.
This is the Milky Way. This is the Great Value. Color-wise, on the outside, Milky Way may be a little bit lighter. On the inside, it's definitely lighter. And look at the caramel in the Milky Way, though.
Lots of caramel on the Milky Way. What's that over there? It looks kind of green.
I don't know.
All right, well, let's see.
Let's see. Okay.
All right, let's go with regular Milky Way.
You want the Milky Way?
Yeah, regular.
Okay. Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Delicious. Milky Way is a good candy bar. I love Milky Way. All right, let me give me a little milk in between.
It's all that caramel. It's hard to chew.
It is. All right, Milky Way or no way? Maybe that's what it is. Milky Way or no way? Let's see. It's better than the Three Musketeer knockoff. I'll say that.
Tastes a lot like the Three Musketeers.
Well, I think it's a little better though. But it just doesn't have. It's got just a little hint of caramel, and not like a good. I'd still go Milky Way. What about you?
Clear winner.
And it's not as tall. It's just not.
Yeah.
But
Clear
like I said,
winner. Milky Way. Sorry,
if you're
guys.
in a bind, maybe. But it was better. I think it was better than the Three Musketeer knockoff.
I promise you, your 5-year-old's not gonna care though.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's go with something lighter this time. You want Kit Kat or Twix?
Well, I'm gonna save Twix till last because I love me a Twix. They might hurt my feelings. So let's go Kit Kat.
Okay.
Kit Kat or Tit for Tat? No. Milk chocolate crispy wafer bar.
Great value.
Great value. Now understand, 88 cents, $1.24. And it's still, I'm assuming it's still shared with 4 people? Shared with 3 people?
There before.
All right. This one,
Kit Kat.
let's see if I can get it out of there. All right. Of course, it don't say anything on top. Does that say Kit Kat on top?
Yeah.
Used to.
It does.
All right.
So this is darker.
All right, well, let me knock that off. Hang on, let me. All right. There we go.
It's darker.
Darker. And
About the same size.
I think it's the same chocolate. Maybe.
This one. Okay.
All right, what do you got? Tweet. I gotta get Kit Kat too now. Oh, we're trying to cheat. You can eat a stick of Kit Kat. Let's see. Kit Kat garlic butter good. It's good.
Everybody loves Kit Kat. I mean, how can you not?
All right, this is knockoff. All right, knockoff Kit Kat.
I think I need to try these again. Hang on. I gotta do this again.
How do you think what I'm thinking?
Hang on just a second. Let me do this again.
I'm gonna give you my opinion. I got an opinion right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna say better or worse, but I am gonna say this: that knockoff, this one right here, is not as sweet as a Kit Kat. Did you notice that? It's not as sweet as a Kit Kat bar, and I kind of like that.
I don't know if it's not as sweet. The chocolate's better.
But the whole candy bar, you eat the Kit Kat again.
I just did.
But I'm saying this one here's not as sweet as a Kit Kat bar.
I'm saying this is the winner.
Ooh.
Better than a Kit Kat.
I think so too.
The chocolate is so creamy and smooth. It's good.
And like I said, I think that other one is a lot sweeter than this.
Maybe.
So, man.
All right.
All right. Well, I wasn't expecting to like any of these. I'm gonna be honest with you. But this one here.
Kit Kat's the winner on that one for sure.
Right. No, not Kit Kat. Crispy wafer.
Great value crispy wafer.
All right. Going old reliable, guys. This is
Snickers.
I mean, it's probably the most popular candy bar on the planet. I mean, they call it different things in different countries. This thing's all over the world. All right, and this one is called Peanut, Caramel, and Nougat Bar. Very original. All right. And the old standby Snickers.
So here's your Snickers. Do you say Snickers? Or do you say Sneakers? Or do you say Snickers?
And we didn't do a size comparison on that other one, but we will on this one. Same doggone design on the top of this one as all the other ones. All right, what about the side? You hold them. Hold them up together and let's give you all a closer look. Right.
This is the Snickers, and it is a little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
But it's not as tall, I don't think.
Ooh, look at that.
So it's, you see the difference back here?
I do.
All right.
And they got the same
Colors.
guy doing the tops on all of them.
Let's see.
Cutting the ends off.
Snickers.
Snickers. Let's see a cross section on these. Let me show you a little closer look. The cross section, because there's see how many nuts. We got to check out the nut ratio.
Okay, this is a little gooier. So this is the Snickers. This is the not. They do look different on the inside. This one was definitely gooier. It's not as hard.
All right, we're going to check out the, what's it called? The peanut caramel nougat bar.
No, this is Snickers first.
All right, the Snickers first. Oh, okay. Snickers. Peanut butter. You can taste the peanuts.
Delicious.
Caramel. Nougat tastes like a Snickers.
Just supper.
Probably. Oh, that's a beautiful glass. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Great value.
Great value. It's different. It's not as peanutty tasting, and the nougat's not as the nougats. I think it's the problem.
It's salty.
Yeah, I think the nougat is the problem on this one. Not that it's bad. I mean, it's got a good taste. I mean, none of them just really bad, but that one, it doesn't taste like a Snickers bar. It tastes like something else. I mean, the nougat is the problem. I think the peanuts and the caramel are okay, and the chocolate's all right, but there's something about the nougat. And you got to have that nougat to offset all that other stuff in a Snickers bar. So, yeah, I'll go Snickers on this one. Okay. Snickers?
Snickers. For sure. Yeah.
All right. Oh, here's coming one of my favorites out of this bunch, and that is
the Twix.
Are you a right or a left? Are you a left? Well, let's don't get into that. We got political all of a sudden. Let's don't do that. So, yeah, Twix. Once again, 88 cents, $1.24. Well, it's 2 sticks. just like the old Twix. I think Twix is going to be bigger. Alright, let's get a little closer comparison. And I'm going to know immediately if it's any good, because I do love a good Twix. And I very seldom share your Twix. You're supposed to share Twix. I don't really do it. You share Twix?
No.
I'd be upset if I had to give away half my Twix. I ain't gonna lie. So, all right, let's show you the cross section of a Twix.
These look a lot different. These are way different. This is Twix. This is not.
Ooh, what's that, Butterfinger down there?
No.
It's dark.
Yeah.
Oh, the chocolate's dark too.
The caramel's darker. Yeah, the whole shebang.
Did we get a bad one?
Here's your
All
Twix.
right, here is the Twix. Man, I love me a good Twix. Look how much she gave me. How am I even supposed to compare with that little bit? Man, that's a good bar. I got chocolate all over me.
Yeah.
Get that.
There's nothing on you.
I tried.
Okay.
Okay, that was good.
I'm out of milk.
Okay, here is the other one. Alright. I ain't gonna kick it out the bed. Dadgummit. I wasn't expecting like that. I'm gonna tell you though, there is a little bit of a... Do you know how burnt peanut brittle tastes? That little aftertaste of a burnt
butter.
Yeah, I think that's what the knockoff. Just a little bit of that hint of a little. I do like the little burnt taste of a peanut butter. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, it's crunchy. The cookie's crunchy, just like the Twix is crunchy. Now the Twix is a little higher, maybe a little more. I don't know. I don't hate it. I'm gonna call it a kind of like a 65 or 55-45 maybe.
Okay.
Twix ahead.
So,
What do you think? What do you think?
I think they're even.
Even. See, I was almost even, but like I said, it was just a little bit of a different taste. But I think
I'm not noticing any real major difference in these.
yeah, I think Kit Kat and Twix, man, they did right on that one. Them two. Now the Snickers and the Milky Way and the Three Musketeers. If I had to rank these in any way, shape or form, of course. This is here nor there. If you like a Snickers, fine. If you like Milky Way, fine. If you like Three Musketeers, fine. But as far as the great value goes, I would have to put the Twix at the top, and maybe these two at the top.
I'm say this is the top.
So let's put these even then, as far as the Gilberts go. And then I would probably go. What is this?
Caramel.
That's the Snickers. I mean the Milky Way. There's the Snickers. I would probably go about like this. What would you do? I would go the knockoff Twix, the knockoff Kit Kat are at the top. Then I would go the Milky Way, the Snickers, and I would put that Three Musketeers at the bottom. Now, how would you do it?
I think
How would you rank them?
definitely first. Second, I would say the Three Musketeer. Third,
Ooh.
and then that, and then that. The
So the
Snickers.
Milky Way last.
Yes, I did not like the Milky Way.
She liked the Milky Way, and she would go the other way. No, that's fine. That's not bad. Like I said, I think these two here are worth the 88 cents for sure to save you money on some snacks.
Yeah, but if you want a Snickers or you want a Milky Way or you want a Three Musketeer, you
Yeah.
better buy them.
Go buy them. but like she said before, a young kid, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, definitely. Hey,
But look, great value slipping over into the candy world.
any way to save some money.
They're just naming them something else.
You know, they always say great value. A lot of people say, oh, it really is whatever. It's that brand. They just package it differently. I can safely say that's not the case.
Yeah,
that's not the case.
That's not the case here, that's for sure. But there you go. Candy bar wars.
And now we have a mess.
Now we got a mess. Y'all come get some of this candy. All right, great candy bar war. What is your favorite candy? Is any of these your favorites?
Have you tried the great value?
Have you tried them? They may be coming out with some more. We don't know. These are just the ones that we saw. Yeah. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your favorite candy bar is.
And don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up and the notification bell.
And check us out on our live show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Hope to see you there.
Bye.